Facebook isn't letting me share my screen. I hope I can figure this out because it's a big part of what I'm doing with both this and the Con Family Show. So I don't know what's going on, but.
And they might be going through some new program shifts or something. It is the weekend. They try to wait till, later at times or whatever, and add new programs or something that they're dealing with. You never know. So, because they're not going to send you an email. No. Us business owners and rockers through this Facebook world would be going right along, and all of a sudden, boom, they'll shift something different on you. And then
I wanted to give Julio the tip to the pH drops. Just have 2 bottles. I have 2 bottles. I keep 1 bottle in my ORP kit, and then I keep another bottle just in my truck.
Yes.
It's always in there, so if I need it, it's there. And
well, what I like, my sweetie, she bought me it's a plastic, probably about yay wide, arm's length long, step type deal, a white plastic, and it's got a light inside of it. And on the very front of it, it's got the entire pH scale thing on the front of it. So when I set the glasses on the front, the right behind them is lit up with light, right? So when I put the pH drops in the glass, it brights up. You know which one's yellow, and you know the dark one. So it's pretty cool the way I set up all the glasses, and here's the bottles on the top, and it's got So
yeah, well, this will be a good one because there is one other thing that I recommend as far as the pH tests, because I had this happen in the beginning and I didn't know. It was one of those things I didn't know what I didn't know, and it definitely cost me a potential. Somebody who had potential. They were buying bottled water from like Costco, and the bottled water from Costco, it's got minerals and such in it. It's got calcium bicarbonate in it, and so when you pH test it, it's like blue, so it doesn't turn yellow on you. And so they go, see, look, that's fine, and I didn't know what the heck was going on. I had no idea why that was turning blue. And I also had no idea how to rectify the situation. And so what I do is I carry a straw with me in my tester kit, and that way, anytime I do a pH test, if it does turn blue, then I do the test of the Kong's water, and it turns purple, and then I take my straw and I just blow in that blue water for about 15 seconds, and it turns piss yellow just like that. And there's good science behind why that happens, but that shows people that no, this is the reason that's doing that is because it's fake alkalinity. It's alkaline water, where Kong's water is alkalized water, which is why I don't like those bags. It's the only reason I don't like those bags is because they say on them in big bold letters, alkaline water, and it is not alkaline water.
Yeah.
The difference is alkaline is created through chemicals that your body can't use, and alkalized is created through electricity, which your body is starving for. And so it's such a giant difference. Eventually I want to make my own bags that say alkalized water on them.
Actually, we're in the works. Me and Mr. Bill getting some of those made with that on it. Yeah.
When you get those, let me know because I want some. Or
when we order
I want some.
When you order the bigger bulk, I think it was 10,000, but it's on a slow boat from China because just the shipping cost I think was about 3,000 to 4,000. Just the shipping cost to get that over here. So it's like, ugh. So we're working on that right now. So I mean, but we're getting a good, that's just the shipping cost. That's not the product still. So we still, but we're getting it. We're working on it. And, same thing with shirts, guys. If you haven't got your little brands going on with your shirts or whatever. And, I don't have another one in here, but. Ouch. She was in the way. But, brand yourself. Do whatever. Here we go.
Right. Are you going to do a dance too? Yeah, we want to see a dance, baby.
So, this is one of my brands.
Hey, you got dollar bills, start throwing them.
Yeah. This is
I can't see what it says.
It just says Lost Boy Freedom, LLC, and it's just a pirate life. I like Peter Pan. Peter Pan was always my biggest movie that I liked. And when I was asked, what are you going to name your business? You know, like, I like Peter Pan. I like the freedom of Lost Boy. I like the creativity and the imagination of, you know, Peter Pan, because it was the biggest food fight when they sat there at the table. Can't hear me?
Very, very low. Your voice is very low.
Again? What's going on? Is that better?
Talk.
Hello. How are you?
That's a little better.
Okay. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I like Peter Pan, and you know, so I like being able to, the freedom that he has, the enjoyment of life. You know, but they're sitting at the table and they keep telling, believe Peter, you know, because there's a big old table and they're all sitting there with their forks and knives and they're ready and they're sitting there, you know, believe. And the food didn't appear until he actually believed. So guess what I started doing with myself? I started believing within me. No matter what I want, no matter where I want to go, no matter what I want to do, I know it's going to happen because I will be able to create it. And then how was I able to make it even better? I got to co-creating with people like you. I got to be able to mastermind with people who showed me the tips and tricks. People who are giving, you know, like JJ right there, giving out knowledge every day. And many more of those that y'all have seen within here that, you know, don't mind sharing their hearts of what they have done within this organization for many years. You know, so this is not something new. This is not something, you know, now the online side of world. Yes. Woo, you almost got that coffee all over you. That we wanted some. But, you know, to get in here, the online world is something new, you know, to a lot of us. It is something that we're not used to. The only thing we're used to is scrolling and searching and playing and Googling a few things here and there, but yet not really understanding on how it can truly work, you know, or what you're doing when you like somebody's post or you like somebody's page. Hey, Cole, we like that, buddy. Hey, good works. So, but so when we get in here, this is a new aspect. The online world is a new aspect to a lot of us, and how we're able to put out a post and make an ad and target and pinpoint states and countries and cities and age groups and male, female, it doesn't matter. We can get it all the way down to lingerie if you truly wanted to. You know, if that's what, you know, lingerie people were looking for water, then I would promote in that area. But, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, where you're promoting, is it going to be congruent with what they're looking for? Because not a lot of people are looking or ready to have this. So I wouldn't be putting this on a hot rod magazine show. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not congruent. So being able to learn how to do all that and getting your ads and material out there, the product has been around for 45 years. You do not have to convince anybody of it. All you have to do is show them the benefits of and what it can do for them. And then once they can see the benefit side of the compensation plan as well, to see the bigger picture of that it pays. And then, but what we like about it is the health aspect that we're bringing to the world. Putting healthcare back into my hands, letting people understand that they can take control and get away from those pills and a bill if they truly want. If you truly want to level out your A1C, we have a program for you. I promise you. You know, I've been working with my mother for 1.5 years, and I've been listening to those that have been doing this for many years, and they showed me. So what did I do? I showed my mother, and she stayed on this regimen, and her A1C numbers are leveling out, and she is a full-fledged #1 diabetic or type 2 diabetic, whichever one you want to call that. She takes 4 shots a day. She checks her blood pressure before she eats, this, that, and the other. Blood, period, not blood pressure. Yeah. So to see what she has done and what it is doing to her and her twin sister for 1.5 years has watched and had just, I don't believe. My husband says we have our well water is fine. We don't need. And it's like, I'm not pushing it to my aunt, right? But when she broke down to me 2 months ago and said that she had a spot on her kidney, when I asked her one day, how's things going? And they both kind of looked at each other. And my mom said, it's not my place. So I looked at my aunt and said, what the hell's going on? And she said, well, they found a spot on one of my kidneys. All right, cool. Are you ready to start doing something different with your life that hasn't been working? And now you have something another ailment coming up that's going to cause either a surgery or, you know, some kind of treatment of some shape, form, or fashion. All right. And she was like, yes. I said, so how hard would it be to get something for free, not asking you to buy it, from your sister every other day? All you have to do is just bring a jug and go fill up the freaking machine. Fill up your jug. That's all you have to do. And she said, well, I'll do it for you, I said, I don't want you to do it for her. I don't want you to do it for me. Do it for you. You want something different? You want to quit going to all these damn doctors having all these ailments and my mom hasn't? And you wonder why. Only thing she changed was got off of this acidity and drank only this. That's it. So she didn't change her diet because she already had a good diet. Didn't change her exercise routine. But I want to tell y'all a real good one. Called my mom 2 days ago. Just chit chat. How's life? How's things going? It's a beautiful day outside. This, that, and the other. She said, oh, yeah. She said, I got outside. She said, I hooked up the water hose. I went and got all the pollen off my front porch and chairs and furnitures and scrubbed them down and washed them. And then she said, and then I turned around and went and got my car washed. I said, finally, you went and got it detailed. She said, no, I washed it. My mom outside washing her car, 68 years of age, and before we called her the 50 pace mom because she couldn't walk 50 steps without having to sit down to breathe. But since she's been on this water, she's now outside and she's raking leaves today down the driveway. She's got on the dirt road is where my mom lives. So we got a bunch of trees. So she's out there raking, putting little piles together, burning them, moving down, raking some more up, burning them. So I'm in enjoyment of seeing what my mom is doing, of coming back to herself of when I was a kid. Because I remember my mom doing that all the time, always being outside in the flower bed, always being outside in the yard playing with the dogs, always outside doing something, And for 28 years to not see my mom, to see her weight go overweight, to see her have the I don't give a shit attitude about life, I'm going to die if I don't get this insulin anyway, and then having the scarcity of retirement, and not knowing if she's going to be able to be okay during retirement. But to now, when we purchase the machines, we purchase it in her names and it's at her house. So we got commission checks coming into her, so she don't have to worry about Social Security anymore. And now, so she has that stress is gone of, am I going to live in lack of just living month to month on a Social Security check? So now with other commission checks coming in, which brings up just a little bit extra income for us, which awesome. No more stress. My mom's weight, in a year and a half time frame, she has lost 56 pounds in a year and a half time frame. And all she has done is utilize this water. And now her energy is coming back. So that's helping out as well. So now she's getting physical activity in her body instead of just sitting down with a remote control watching TV all day. So she's looking good. She's feeling good. The Anespa system, as a diabetic, I don't know if y'all know about acidosis skin. It's real dry, like alligator skin. She's using the Anespa and the Ukon and, drinking the water. Her skin is smooth. So she doesn't even use lotion. Her skin is smooth. Her facial tone, she is just looking more vibrant. So just know, no matter what, I'm not a person with big ailments. I have gout or had gout, let's put it that way, because I was a 6 to 12 Coke drinker a day before I started this, 2 years ago. But I drink, and I don't know how many of y'all drink water, but I put a challenge out. Selena and Kevin's got a challenge out to drink water. All right. I drink 1.5 gallons a day. I'm 145 pounds. I'm 5'10". So everybody says, how much water should you drink? As much as you want. And it's more than what you think you need. Because if you think you're thirsty, pick up a glass. Oh, I just want a nip of this coffee. If you were drinking 2 cups of coffee a day, cut it down to 1 cup of coffee a day. Add that other cup of water. You can do some little different shifts within your drinking habits throughout the day and increase your water intake on this and start watching your body start doing different things that you would never even imagine. And I'm not even going to try to explain how or who or what. All I know is if you increase the regimen, you might increase yourself, your vitality, your vision, your mindset, your focus, your direction. Everything in life will shift. That is what has increased my online world. That is what increased my creativity. That is what has increased just me in general. I'm really 726 years old. but yet I'm only 46 here. Many lifetimes.
I'm finding myself waking up in the middle of the night refilling my bottle to drink, and I never do that. You know, you guys know I hated water. If it wasn't flavored, I wouldn't drink it. But I'm nowhere near at a gallon. Nowhere near at a gallon. I'm going to get there, but slowly. I'm at least getting the water in me. That's what I can say.
Well, the best part about it is what I find is most people are kind of, you know, oh, well, it doesn't have no flavor. I got to put something with it, this, that, and the other. No, you don't. You know, go make you some sweet tea with the water. Make your coffee with the water. Make your Kool-Aids or whatever with the water. You know, but lessen the amount of sugar, lessen the amount of product that you are utilizing. If you're using 4 tea bags, cut it down to 2. You'll see a difference. Or 3. There you go. You know, and then we use less sugar as well. Same thing with the coffee. We don't use as many scoops of coffee anymore. Cut those back just a little bit because it will bring out the flavor. So has anybody got anything that they want to talk about this morning about their business, online side or door-to-door or whatever you're doing that needs any tips or tricks or assistance or, you know, any things that we may be doing that could help? But the biggest thing that I want to tell everybody, no matter what you're doing, just stay dedicated. Get up every morning, suit up, show up, and it makes shit happen. Because if you don't go talk to anybody, then you have no one in that bucket or in that funnel. You know, if you're not passing out your flyers, passing out information, or talking to people, or putting out the go lives, content is king. You know, so if you're not doing go lives or videos or posts or some shape, form, or fashion, then people don't get to see your stuff. You know, how hard is it? You know, when I reallocated my budgets and everything for my advertising, I had 2 posts running, 2 ads, both of them at $1 a day. Could you spare $20 to get your product in front of more eyeballs? Because that's what we're doing. So now I'm hitting, because I think my range target was 950,000 people, because I hit the whole U.S. with what I was targeting. So that was just the U.S. Just think, U.S., Canada, or if you want to pinpoint down to just your state or even just your city. So if you want to hit 100,000 people, then just hit your city, or 200,000, depending on where you live or more. And then, you know, if you want to expand out. So the more eyeballs that you get your product on, is the way Julian puts it, then the more offers that you're going to have come back to be able to conversate, to have new leads. So $1 a day is a boost. You can do the age group, you can do the men and women, you can pinpoint a target or not even pinpoint. It really doesn't matter. You can do all kinds of neat little tricks. And if you want to, you can go in all of us in here, most of us have a platform that we're utilizing, whether it's the GAZ or whether it's, one of the other ones. But that's the one that I deal with, is the GAZ, GAZ, Global Affiliate Zone. And a lot of people in here do as well. But what we do on there is we're teaching you, it's an educational platform on how to build a business and on how to build ads, on how to do the headers, on how to write your stories, and how to get your content out there and where to get it out there and different things like that. So whatever you're looking for, you're going to find a mentor. You're going to find somebody who has already accomplished and somebody who has already done what you're wanting to do within your organization or your business. You're going to reach out to them. They're going to link you up to whatever you're wanting to do. And then you will be able to move yourself and your life and your energy. To be able to have a business on Facebook and on websites, you need a product or service. You need something that you can be able to put out in front of people's eyeballs. So that's where the targeting comes in on the advertising, to get our stuff out there in front of people. So now they can come back. We can get on the phone. We can get on Messenger. We can shoot back and forth with emails. And now I have a clientele base to where I don't have to leave my house. And Nagic was built with a door-to-door aspect 45 years ago, but that's what they had. Now you see how things are evolved in life, you know, in all these years. And then you came along the cell phones, then came along Apple, then came along, you know, AT&T and all the other things, and everything was right there at our fingertips. But yet nobody truly knew how to dive in and build a business or organization, because there were so many backdoor things that you had to learn, you know, to build the funnels, to build the sites, to build the landing pages, to build all the welcome pages and get it all to link together. It's a process. So, but the best thing about Gaz is they do it all for you. The best thing about some of the other platforms is they have the education that's set up for you to do the step-by-step, to where all you have to do is plug in, watch the videos, and implement. And why are you doing this? Is because you want something different in your life. You was looking for something more within your life. You was tired of working for the 9 to 5, or you're wanting the extra income within your life, whatever it is, you know. You're going to go in, you're going to listen to the training that they have, because they're the ones that built all this, and they're doing it on a day-to-day basis and making millions of dollars, and they're showing you how to do it, and all you had to do was pay for the monthly service. Sounds pretty good to me. And it did. It shifted my life. I went from not knowing what the hell I needed to do to being able to know exactly what I needed to do and how to do it. So what do you want to do and how do you want to do it is up to you. But all I'm going to say is go in with open ears to anyone that has an opportunity that they're laying out in front of you on how you can bring in residual income and make a new life and a new situation for you. You know, because there's many opportunities out there on a day-to-day basis to make money. You can go out and get a damn weed eater and a push mower and start making money. You know, that's one thing that we have here in America for sure, that you have the availability to come over here with very little and be able to make a whole bunch. It all depends on your hustle, your dedication, and what you want to do. Period. So the Enagic side is what pushed me, because I seen the compensation plan. The Gaz side is the educational platform where I learned. Boom, boom. So now I got a product or a service, like I was telling you a minute ago. Now I got a product because they already had it, so I didn't have to go looking. So it's like, ha, ha, ha. But yet when I dove into what Enagic truly was and is and what they stand for, and it was like I said a while ago, that's why we have the passion for what we do on a day-to-day basis, because we see their bigger picture as well and what they can do for me as well. Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing about Enagic that's so incredible, is that, you know, we all, if you're going to get into business, you need to have a product or a service, right? You know, and to me, the craziest thing about Enagic is that it's the only product or service that I've ever been able to offer in my life that had zero competition. This company has zero competition. There is not a single thing out there that competes with the Enagic water machine, apples to apples. Nothing. And there's a whole bunch of these scams out there that are actually kind of dangerous. I was talking to Michael Caruso yesterday about this, because he's had his Kong machine for over a year and still doesn't have it hooked up. I'm like, dude, what the hell? You know, what the hell just happened? And I told him how he could use an aquarium pump and a couple of buckets and get it going. Like now, you know, go spend $20 at the Wally World and get yourself an aquarium pump and start using it now. And that aquarium pump will come in handy down the road when you're ready to deep clean. You won't have to send it in for a deep clean. You can just do your deep clean right there in your kitchen. But you know, having a product that doesn't have any competition is such a, like, number one, we don't have any competition. Number two, we have the most important product in the world. I mean, when people ask me what Kong's water is, I always tell them it's the most important thing that they could possibly do for themselves. It's a Japanese medical device. Here's my card. Go watch the 9.5-minute video. And now I've got my Kong, I got my new website, which this is something I recommend to you guys that I've been utilizing, and it's getting me more hits and that kind of thing, is that whenever you come up with an idea for a website that can pertain to this that you can utilize to get people to your place, to your capture page, whatever, get it. It's only like $12 a year to buy a website. And like I probably have 30 websites that, I just got them there just in case, because something came to my brain cell and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to buy that. So I buy it. And if you don't end up using it, you don't use it. It costs you a whopping $12 and you get to write that $12 off on your taxes. And so, but I have a new one called Got Kong. And I'm going to have hats made up that say Got Kong with a question mark. And then on the back, it's going to say gotkong.com. Then I'm going to do shirts that say the same thing. And on my Got Kong site, if you go there, gotkong.com, you'll see a picture of me and my sweetie and a 5-minute introductory video to the business side, which leads them to a webinar that is longer. But, ultimately, that's what you want to try to do, is get people to where they can get introduced. And so now when I give my cards away, I say on the kongswater.com, it talks about the water. It's 9.5 minutes long. And then on gotkong.com, it's a 5-minute video that talks about the business side of it. And so with one card, I can get both sides out to whoever's interested. And I got to share something with you guys that I had a lot of fun with my brother. I've been after my brother, my next oldest brother. He's 4 years older than me. He's the one who got me into sports. He's the one who I've been closest to my whole life. And he does shower doors and hardware, bath hardware and home hardware and that kind of thing. And so I just got done with that shower job, and my friend needed a shower door. And so I told her, well, get a hold of my brother and he'll take care of you, And so he come up to the house the other day to measure the door. And this was funner than all get out. But the thing is you can't really do this to just anybody. It's got to be like a really good friend or a family member that you can utilize this marketing strategy on. But I'm looking at my brother after he gets done doing the measurements, gets done writing down all this crud that he needs to be able to order her a door. And I look at him and I'm like, what's that? And he's looking at me like, what do you mean? What's what? And I I reach up and I grab him by the chin right here underneath. I go, is that a double chin you're getting right there? And then I go, oh, and look at that gut. That looks like a big old beer gut you got there. And I know he doesn't drink. And but yeah, he's getting a big old gut. He's got a double chin coming in hot. He's only 4 years older than me. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? What are you doing to yourself? You're letting yourself just go. Oh, it's what I eat. I go, no. It's what you're drinking. And anyway, it ended up leading me into one of the strategies that myself and my sponsor, we utilize. In fact, my last machine I sold, I used it. I got the sell because of using this little strategy. And that is that Kangen Water has a 30-day trial period. You can use a machine, you can order the machine, and if you have 30 days to send it back. If you get it back to them within that 30 days, and it has to be before or on the 30th day, and they're really strict about this. But if you get it back to them, they'll give you all your money back minus a processing fee, which ends up being about $400. And so what I do is I tell my customer that wants to give it a try that they can use it for 21 days. And that if they want to send it back within 20, they can use it for 21 days. And on the 22nd day, if they decide they don't want the machine anymore, they got to send it back, because it's got to be back within the time frame of the 30 days. And they'll get a refund minus the restocking fee and the processing fee. And I tell them, I'll pay that restocking fee for you if you decide to send it back. But there's one caveat. You have got to give it a real try. If you know, you got to stop the Cokes, you got to stop the Sprites, you got to stop the Gatorades, you got to drink at least a gallon a day. You know, you got to use it to clean your vegetables. You got to use it to disinfect your house. You got to use it. You got to use the water to do what it can do for you. And if you do that and you decide you don't want it, then I'll pay the restocking fee. But you got to promise me that you're going to do that. And if you don't do that, then I'm not going to pay your restocking fee. But if you give it a legitimate try and you want to send it back, I'll pay your restocking fee. And in 2 years, I've had one person send the machine back, and that was my dad. And, you know, but he didn't use it. He didn't try it. He didn't anything. He just listened to my pessimistic sister. And she was so pissed off that he bought it that he capitulated to her and sent his machine back. But I didn't pay his restocking fee either. But it's a great way to go about it. And I offered my brother that. And he said, okay, I'll do it. If you're going to offer me that, I can try it for 21 days and I don't have to, you know, if I don't like it, okay. But the thing is, you guys, in offering that, just remember that if people use this machine and use this water for what it's capable of doing, they're not going to send the machine back. They're not going to do it. You're going to have to pry that machine out of their cold, dead hands. And, you know, and so I just had a lot of fun with that the other day. And then, you know what else I did? Is when my brother told me that he was going to get his machine, and his youngest daughter just had her first baby, so he's all tied up with that. So he still hasn't ordered his machine yet, but he's planning on it, and he's going to do it, and I'm going to keep after him until he does. But I called up a couple of one of my nieces and one of my nephews who has been talking to me and has been kind of on the fence, and I said to them, hey, you know, you want Leonard in your downline? He's getting a machine. You want Leonard in your downline? You know, if you buy yours before he buys his, I'll put him in your downline. And so they're all interested. And of course, I offered them the same 30-day, you know, the same 21-day trial period, because ultimately that's what it works out to. You can use it for 21 days. And then if you want to get your money back, you send it back and you get it all back. But, you know, 21 days is plenty of time. That if, you know, the last lady that did that, the last machine that I sold, she was hooked after 24 hours, literally less than 24 hours after I went and hooked her machine up for her. She sent me a text message telling me how stoked she was about it, how she was using it for her kids to brush their teeth. And you know, she was hooked right out of the chute, just like that. And that's what happened to 99% of the people. My sponsor, he's never ever had anybody send one back. And, you know, like I said, I've only had one, and that was my dad, and he wouldn't use it. And it's sad too, because he needs it really bad. And my sister that lives with him needs it even worse. And whatever, I can't do anything about that, you know.
No, same thing with you know, Shiloh in the chat right there saying that Cole's dad has the gout as well, and she offered him the water and he said no. So it's his loss. You offered. So that's the only thing that we can do. If they say no, guess what? Go on, because all they're going to do is see the difference within you, and they're going to see the difference that you're making with them people in their lives as well. And then they'll come back later. They're going to be the ones that's going to wait until something tragic happens to them and their health. Then they'll call and say, hey, you still doing the water thing? I like Sam's response. You still doing the breathing thing? You know, because as long as you're breathing, I'm going to be doing water. As long as I'm breathing, I'm going to be talking about water, because I see the aspect, and I see, like he said, we have a no competition plan here, you know, and our compensation plan is unmatched by any other corporation that I've ever been with, you know. So where else can you be your own ATM? Because if at any shape, form, or fashion, all I have to do is go talk to a few people and get a few new clients, and then guess what? I've got some more checks coming in. So my mailbox, you know, became an ATM box. I love it, you know. So, but the best part about it is with the online social media aspect and learning how to master that section of it, and being able to get your stuff out there to where you can stay at home and be able to chat with people as well. and then going out there into the society realm of it, going to chat with different people and doing different things. That's just fun, because we are all here for networking. So being able to see their face, see their eyes, to see their response, to see their reaction when they come back after having their first couple of gallons of water saying, hey, can I get a refill? I love that, because seeing their energy and it's like, you know what, this was so much different. I slept so much better. I didn't wake up with I usually have joint pain, and I woke up and I didn't have that this morning. And, so after 3 days up, can I get some more water? Yeah, not a problem. So then there it comes, and it just keeps happening. The more you talk, the more people that want, the more people that want, the more people that talk, the more we network, the more it goes out. And guess what? Then that's when you can hit worldwide, worldwide. I didn't say your city or your state, and I'm not asking you to go knock door to door right next to you. Eventually that'll happen, because people are going to want to know how you're able to stay at home, how you're able to afford that nice car, nice house, nice clothes, being able to travel, go do things you want. They're going to want to know how in the hell that you went from 26 years of construction, being away from home, to now sitting at home, doing videos on Facebook and Go Lives and Zoom meetings and talking to people about how, to inspire the life even more. And yet, how are you making money? I love that part. How do you make a living? Depends on which area you want, because now I've learned how to make multiple streams of residual income. So what are you looking for is going to depend on how I can guide you. What are you wanting different within your life depends on how I can guide you. Because not everybody's ready to just jump right into the online world and learn how to do it and make shit happen for them, because it is a process. It is a thought process, a mind process, and a relearning process of something totally new. You're going to go back to the time frame that you first started learning how to ride a bike. You're a kid and you're determined. And you fall. Oh, I fell off. I got a scratch. Oh, I got to put a Band-Aid on it. I don't want to ride no more. That's what you're thinking. Same thing. A video doesn't work for you. Something didn't link up correctly for you immediately like you thought it should. And then you're going to be like, I don't want to do this no more. Then what do you truly do? You go and you walk away, and if somebody ta-tas you for a second, says it's going to be okay. Get back on. Let's try it again. So then you get a little guidance, and then somebody helps you with the online world side to get that video to link up correctly or get something to go where you want it. And now it's a second push on that bike, and now you're going by yourself. But now it's like, oh no, I don't know how to stop this thing. I'm going, I'm riding. Oh, I got it going. I'm balanced. But I don't know how to stop. You just dump the bike. Because once again, you're going to get so deep into it on the online world, and then you're going to be like, I don't know how to stop this thing. Where does it go? What do I need to do? I need to get control of this. It's going crazy. I'm over here with this training. I'm over here with that training. I'm over here with this. Oh, I got to build a website over here. I got to do that. And now your mind is trying to process all of it at one time of, oh, now I got to do videos. Oh, now I got to do a story ad. Oh, now I got to put all this out. Oh, now I got to link this all up. Oh, now I got to learn targeting. Oh, now I got to learn copywriting. Take your time. Take a breath. Enjoy the journey. This learning process is not going to happen overnight, because the Rolls Royce takes a little bit of time to be built, doesn't it? A good bottle of wine takes a little bit of time to cure, doesn't it? So we all have to take our time to rewire what we have put in our brains for the last 40-something years or 20-something years or 30-something years, whatever your age group is. So now we're having to reshift that mind just a little bit on learning something new, but start seeing the bigger picture and not just the monetary funds. See what you can do for your community. See what you can do for your entire family, to be able to get organizations built to where it's going to pass down from you to your children, to their children, to their children, if you truly want it. So how big do you want to go with this? All depends on how much your hustle you're going to put into it. Because if you get up every day and you stay dedicated, it's going to happen. Because you're going to learn something new every day. Take your time with it. Take a breath with it each time. If you get aggravated with it, step back for a second. Go walk around out in the yard. Go play with the cat and the dog. Go barbecue something. Go watch the sunset. Come back to it later. And when you get back down into it, you're going to get into it with a clear mind and a clear focus and a better energy. And then you'll have a better drive of where you're going. Then all the other thoughts over here and over here won't matter because now you know what you're doing. So get back on the bike, keep riding, stay dedicated to whatever you're doing on building your business. Make you better each day with no matter what you're doing.
Amen. So, hey, Thomas, I've got to get moving here because I got a really special guest coming on the Kong Family Show today. And I just wanted to speak about something real quick before I leave that has to do with learning. I just spoke a minute ago about the fact that we don't have any competition. And I think that it's really important for you to understand that because you're going to run into people that are going to Google, they're going to Google alkaline water or whatever, Kangen water, and they're going to find these so-called competitors out there. Some of these competitors are downright dangerous because they're using such shoddy materials and such shoddy power systems, and they're titanium plates, and they're using titanium plates that are coated with platinum, just like Kong does, except they're mesh plates, and they've got really inferior product. And literally, some of these plates are getting melted by the electricity that they're using, and so now people are getting water out of their machine that's tainted with platinum and titanium. And I'm telling you, that's not a good thing to have happen. But the best way for you guys to learn about the so-called competition is Dr. Michael has done a tremendous video that's on YouTube. All you got to do is go to YouTube and punch in Dr. Michael Explains the Competition. It's about 48 minutes long, but he's interesting because he's owned 8 different water ionizers from 8 different companies other than Enagic. And he went from being one of the biggest opponents of alkalized water to being one of the biggest proponents of alkalized water, but only because of Kong, because he used 8 different machines before he found Kong, and he believed that it was just a bunch of garbage, a stupid scam, and then he came across Kong, and he actually does this thing, this whole 48 minutes long. He goes through and shows you all the problems with all these different ionizers that he bought. He pulls them apart and shows you the parts and shows you the mold inside of them and just all these problems, okay? So do yourselves a favor. You're going to run into people that are going to want to know about, they're going to look at the competition and go, oh, I can get this for $800, and it's like, isn't this the same thing? No, it's not the same thing. And what I always do is just send them that Dr. Michael talks about the competition video. And so you guys get that and watch it so that, as soon as you have the time, make sure that you watch that video, because if you don't have a Kangen machine and you're curious about it, you want to watch this video so you understand what it is you're getting. And then if you get people that are interested and they're looking that direction at so-called competition, you want to be able to get them this information. And you want to be able to know it, because in the beginning, I know I lost sales because I didn't understand the difference between Kong and all the so-called competition. There isn't any. And that's what is so beautiful. We have a product that every single person on this planet needs, number one. And number two, nobody else has. We are the only source for it. So with that, I love you guys. I've got to bust out of here. I got a special guest coming on the Kong Family Show today, and I got to go get so I look better than I look right now. So love you guys. Have yourselves an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, JJ, for everything.
Love you, bye.
With any business or anything that you're getting into, period, you need to dive into the policies and procedures. Know your organization you're working for, know the products that you're promoting, know the services that you're promoting, and know the platforms, policies, and procedures that you're promoting on as well. Because Facebook has their own policy procedures. Gaz has their own policy procedures. Any other platforms like Enagic has their policy and procedures. So, and any other thing that you work with, read them, know them. Understand what you can and cannot say, what you can and can do, but with their logos and their emblems and stuff like that. So if you have yourself full of knowledge right here of what you're actually working with, it makes it so much easier to promote. Tony Robertson says it, all the time. You cannot promote a product or service that you are not utilizing yourself, because you will not be able to give the true knowledge, information, testimonial of what it has done for you. So that's why I like my products, is because I know what it's done for me. I know what it's done for my family and my loved ones around me on a day-to-day basis. You know, so it's easy to talk about. It's easy because I have test results. I've got doctor test results. So, you know, it's easy for me to be able to chat about this and get up on stage and talk to thousands of people all the time, is because, you know, I have testimonies. I have years of experience of, and it's not something that I just learned yesterday and then I'm trying to tell you how to do it today. No, me and Shiloh dove into this about 3 years ago. And what have we done? We have shifted our lives. We have shifted our energies, and we have been able to go to a lot of self-development courses to be able to help ourselves be able to better understand what we're doing and how we're bringing it to the table. So every day, that's all we've ever done, is dive into self-development of making ourselves better, our businesses better, and how we can get it out there to the world better. So that's what you're doing within this. You're challenging you on a day-to-day basis, not anybody in here. You're building your business. You're moving your life in the direction you want it to go. So what energy you give you in the morning, that's the one you have to challenge yourself with. If you have a good ad out today and it's running at a low budget right now, then guess what? Challenge yourself to build a better one, to get that one down to a lower cost. You know, because I have my advertisement that I go out, and I don't want anybody to try to beat my numbers. I want you to beat yours. I don't want anybody to try to make a better video or advertisement than me. I want you to go out and make a better one of yours. So, yes, they come along for the ride and sideline. Yes, it's a journey. I love that, Shala. Very nice. So, guys, anybody else got anything that they want to bring up? Crunchy, thank you all for coming in, hanging out with us today. And all the other new people that's coming in on all the other lives and everything else. We want to thank everybody that's coming in and joining with us on a Saturday here and spending your time with us. We know it's very valuable, but most everybody is wanting some inspiration and just, you know, coming in. So if you'll have anything to say, just raise your hand right now and I'll unmute you. We are here as family today, and that's about it. Do I have to call y'all out? Come on now. Go ahead, Ryan.
Good morning, everyone. You're on a roll today, Thomas. I could listen to you all day when you get in that mode. So grateful to be here with all of you this morning. Kind of to pick up where you were just talking about falling off the bike and that. I had just mentally. And yesterday was a real tough one. I went to the city for a few things. And by the time I got home, I was ready to shut my phone off. I was having issues with my back office with my other business there, and just things weren't going right for the last few days. I was ready to mail it in, shut the phone off. Yep. And then I got a call from my mentor telling me I just hit residual income yesterday with my other business. So it was quite a surprise. And like you said, I was right. I had my finger on the power button, and that message came through and totally flipped the week on me. So like you said, just when you're in that state, you just got to push through. And those are the times usually when the great things happen. So that being said, I don't think Angie's in here today. I've been meaning to call her out for a while, but she's actually helping me get my machine. So that news yesterday with the residual income, I'm putting my order in today for my machine. So it's a great day. Very good day. Emotional day, but super grateful for all of you and my journey over the last year. So thank you all very much.
Sure.
Super proud of you, Ryan.
Yes. Awesome. Yes, congratulations. Yeah, Angie is, I noticed a new little shift in her life as well, you know, and things that she's going through. So definitely reach out to her. I contacted her a couple of days ago to let her know that my phone's on if she needs to chat, because it's hard going through different things that we go through in life. And sometimes we feel alone, and just always know that you're never alone, you know, especially when you're inside of this community right here. We're here with you. You know, I know, you know, Chad has stepped away, and then also Lisa stepped out, and then we're doing, you know, but they're on their own little journeys. They're on their own little path. And that's what it's all about. You'll have people join into the train ride with you. And, you know, like Shallow said, they'll come and they'll ride for a little while, and they'll watch on the sidelines. one or the other. So some people want to enjoy the journey with you, and that's what I love about this community right here. That's awesome news. Getting your machine, getting you the good water. You'll be able to get some more share water station or a share water station in that area. So you'll have to go back to that page and put your address in.
You betcha, Thomas. I'm so excited. So excited. Long time coming. Feels like it's been forever, but it's here. It's finally here. So love you all.
That's it. So Vanita should be getting hers any day now also. So she actual machine at the house now. It should be mailed in.
I got my machine yesterday, but nobody was home to get it. I was so mad. And it's funny because there's always somebody at the house. And yesterday, for some strange reason, nobody was here. But I said, okay, I'll just wait till Monday. So, but yeah, it's here.
You can go to the post office today, huh?
No, I called up. It came FedEx. And I have to sign for it. So
you can go to the FedEx shop, though. They have a local FedEx shop where it's at.
Yeah, I know. I called them and I said, can I come pick it up tomorrow? And they said, no, it'll take 48 hours. Well, hell, I might as well wait till Monday. I'm just like, okay. But at least it's here, right? Congratulations, Ryan.
Yes. Awesome. Love the movement that's going on across the world. I love the ripple effect that's happening, and the people that are shifting and the energies that are shifting. And, it's just getting bigger and bigger, guys. And it's what's so much fun to be able to watch all of this, to where it has started, to where we're at now, and to see where it's going. The energies and the vibrations and the knowledge that's being put out, the people that are stepping up within their lives to now be able to voice their voice, period, when they were a little bit shy. Didn't want to be on the camera because they were worried about what they looked like. Christy Connor's not in here this morning, but yet she did a go live yesterday. She usually does a little story and a picture. She never does the videos. But after yesterday's, Shannon said something about everybody have a great day video. Let's do one. So she went out, and so Christy did one as well. And she's so nervous. She said, I usually don't do it because the way I look or this, that, and the other. Don't worry about it. People want the authentic you. Everybody knows you are not perfect. Everybody knows that you are not going to get it all right the first time. Everybody knows that you're not going to have all the correct words to say at the at the right time. So if you do stumble or you do fumble just a little bit, it is okay. Because guess what? You did it. You got started. And the next one's going to be easier. And then you're going to do it again because that one was fun. And knowing that you don't have to really worry about it, because the thought process, like I told you all yesterday, you're doing a go live. There's thousands of people on there going through that scroll, and you can't see how many's on there. So don't worry about it. Don't sit there and say, hey, I'm going to wait for some people to hop on. You could be waiting for a little while, especially if you're on your business page. Business page doesn't have the snappy response of people jumping on the go lives. And if you're doing stuff for your business, you need to be on your business page. If you're doing stuff for personal, be on your personal page. Because when you started your Facebook page, what was you doing before? Just scrolling and posting and scrolling and putting out different stuff about life and what's going on, right? So not everybody is all up into your business on wanting to business, right? So that's why you have a business page to where you can promote how to do the products, how to do the services, how to do the business, things like that. So I keep them separated. I try not to push business a lot on my personal page at all. If I do, it's very seldom because I had those friends before I even got into business. So, anybody else? Come on, throw some tips out there. Who else has got some tips for us? Carol, you need to be.
Hey, I'm hopping out of here.
Okay.
Love y'all. See you later.
Later.
I'll say actually this morning when I was in the, or not this morning, but yesterday, I was in the pilot there. I seen a whole fleet full of the Army, the Navy, and all that. I seen them buying that smart water, alkaline. And I walked up to one of the guys and said, "Why are you getting that?" And he's asked me, and why I was asking that and everything. And I went ahead and, like you've been saying, I passed out some business cards, passed out some flyers and everything, because welcome them and told them I was thankful for what they do for us and for our freedom. And I know they drink a lot of water. And hey, what's the best way you guys are out there to stay more healthier, to have a more I say precious water is what I say, a more healthier water. And he said, hey, I'm gonna look at it. And you know, 'cause I gave him like 3 of them. He said, I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna pass it around the fleet. And I bet there was like 50 of them.
That's it. Yeah, because what is the biggest thing that I like? I think Benita, her daughter is in the military, or her husband's in the military. So she's over here in Texas area. So what do a lot of the military wives do when their husbands are deployed or going on their little weekend trips or trainings and stuff like that? You know, a lot of them don't have jobs. Easy way to make an extra income, right? Because what do you have? More military wives that you chat with at the base or where you're at, and this, that, and the other. So it's another form that military man, when he comes home, he won't have to worry about ever working again because his wife is over here building a business with the organization. Just think of that part too. You know, there's a lot of single. Look at Shiloh, Shannon, single mothers, right? Who else in here is single mother? Ricky, you a single mother? No. But look at that right there. There's 2 of them right here on the screen that is showing you proof. If you stay dedicated. Shannon going, 2.5 years now, and you walked away from Walmart after being in this for 1.5 years, right? Yes. So she had a career at Walmart, did the accounting, and took care of all kinds of specialty needs for the location. And to now being able to be her own boss, own entrepreneur, doing her thing, traveling the country. I think they just got back from Tennessee. They was all over some other little trips up in Canada, not recently. And then same thing with Shiloh. She just got back from, Mexico yoga retreat after busting her butt and winning a contest that the organization puts out. She did some of the things and worked right through and moved herself into being able to go to that yoga retreat for a week. And then the other stuff that she's working on that she was saying yesterday with the Travis Fox. So proof right there. Me, I'm 46 years of old. Young. There we go. So it doesn't matter your age because Patty is not Patty. Patricia is 75. So, and is having a vibrant life with this, very successful real estate lady already. But yet when she got into this, it opened up a whole new world of wow for her and to see the movement that she's doing and going on. So I think the youngest we have in here is 17. The parents had, approved him to come into the organization, and he's rocking this shit out too. So 17 to 75. I love it. So what are you wanting to do with your life? All depends on the focus and the desire and the energy you put to it. We can give you tips and tricks in here each day. You can watch the tips and tricks that they give you on the online training just as well. And there's so many YouTube channels and other stuff out there to now implement some of that. If you had a habit that you need to shift in your life, now put something of this in its place. So me, I was a bad habit of Coke. So I replaced it with this water. That was a habit that I shifted. I was someone who traveled a lot but wanted to come home. So what did I do? I shifted my energy to learn how to build a business to where I could come home. So this has been a process of time to make everything happen. And it's only going to get bigger from here because I seen how I was able to shift my life from being in debt to debt free in a shorter period of time than I ever could have imagined. Being able to go from working for somebody to working for myself. Wow. So what are you doing with yours, and how are you doing it to, get you into a better self-development state? That's what it's all about. Better self-development. All right, guys. Y'all are quiet this morning. I like chatting, but I'd like to hear some voices. Wow. All right.
What kind of voices do you want to hear?
Hey, there we go. Well, Roger, that's a good one right there. Roger right now is in Vegas. He flew from
No, no, Los Angeles.
Are you on camera?
Yeah, I got camera.
Okay. So
Hey, how's it going, Thomas?
what's up, Ty? Now,
What's up?
them two right there, they're doing what we're talking about, of self-development and shifting their life. You are at the Mark Lack event.
Yeah, you got her.
So go ahead.
It's all about showing up, showing out, and taking yourself seriously and your business seriously. And it's this, you got to show up for yourself, because if you're not showing up for yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. So you got to take the action. Do the action, show up, show out, and then because you can't triumph the action, right? So you just got to start somewhere and use that as forward momentum, and then because all I come here and I just learn, right? I'm like a sponge, and I come here and I learn, and then I take the strategies and the stuff I'm learning, and then I'm going to implement that into my business and get me further than from where I'm at, but also the strategies be around the atmosphere, the people, the travel, and it's just being around like-minded people and growing and developing. And hey, Shiloh, what's up? So yeah, it's just show up, show out. So anyways, I gotta hop in the shower. So anyways.
All right, good to see you, Ty.
Yeah, that's all about personal branding. So
Yeah.
There you go. So learning personal branding on how he can get his self out there to the world, his name. So wow. So good energy right there. I mean, that's what it's about. What are you doing to move yourself into a new direction? So them two right there, at a new event, and they're, getting some training on to make their self and their life better on. I love it. So branding with Mark Lack. Awesome event.
That's right. I have never seen him in person before. So, but anyways, Ryan, congratulations for your residual income.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're all helping each other,
That's right, bud.
That's right. A network of helping and assisting each other. Where else can you go work or go do something that's people want you to rise up in your business, your organization? Where? I've never worked for a corporation yet that I've been climbing up a ladder that I didn't have people stepping on my fingers and saying, no, not until I retire or I'm dead before you're going to get to move up. Many times I've been like that. But yet being in this, I love it because everybody is inspiring each other to move up, to do something more for yourself and bring your life into a different direction. Wow. Love it.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to step off of here because we're going to go out and assist Mr. The Kong Family Show. He has got a special guest on this morning, Miss Carol Hedinger. So we're going to step over and check them out and give them some love as well, guys. So y'all have an awesome day. We will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow is going to be talking about a love and gratitude. Right? What are you truly giving love and gratitude to? So think about that, and we'll come back tomorrow, and we'll chat about that one. Love and appreciate you all, guys. Y'all have an awesome day.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks to you too, man. Thomas.
Bye.
Much love, everybody.
Well, have a grateful day and do another go live today, man. Let's keep on challenging all weekend long. Let's keep it going.
Cheers.
Good job.